Hi, it's Grandpa from Grammy and Grandpa Read, and since St. Patrick's Day is coming up soon, I found a book that's called Lucky Puppy from Disney's 101 Dalmatians. I thought it would be very fitting for St. Patrick's Day. It's a Random House of New York book. So here we go. Lucky Puppy and his family were watching the news on TV. Something bad had happened. The Queen's jewels had been stolen, and the police had not caught the thieves. "We must find the jewels," said Pongo, the father. "But how?" asked Lucky. "Will we send a message to all the dogs in the city?" he said. "Maybe someone has seen the thieves." Pongo and Lucky stood in the window, and Pongo sent a message, a howl, a growl, and a yelp. "The Queen needs your help. Her jewels have been stolen, bow wow. Help us find them now." Then Lucky began to bark too, bow wow. Help us find the thieves now. Soon every dog in the city was barking. The message passed from dog to dog. In no time at all, it had traveled to the dogs who lived outside the city. In an old barn outside the city, there lived a dog named Colonel and a cat named Sergeant Tibbs. They heard all the barking from the city. "What is that?" asked the Colonel. "It is a message," said Tibbs. "Someone has stolen the Queen's jewels." "Let's look in the empty house on the hill," the Colonel said. Tibbs got onto the Colonel's back, and off they went. Before long, the Colonel and Tibbs came to the old house. The sky was dark, but the moon was out. As Tibbs and Colonel got closer, they knew someone was in the house. A light was shining from one window. The Colonel and Tibbs also heard strange noises. Tibbs and the Colonel peeked in the window. They saw the two Baden brothers, Horace and Jasper. They also saw a bald man who was playing a bass fiddle. "Something is wrong here," whispered Tibbs. "Those two brothers always mean trouble. Remember how they stole all those dogs?" A few minutes later, Horace and Jasper drove away in a car with the fiddler. "Quick," said Tibbs, "let's search the house." They found an open cellar window and sneaked inside. The Colonel sniffed at the bass fiddle. Tibbs sniffed at the fiddle case. "This smells funny," he said, but the Colonel was sniffing at some footprints on the dirt floor. They led to a locked door. "How can we get in?" asked Tibbs. "We will send for Pongo," said the Colonel. "He will know what to do." The Colonel and Tibbs raced back to the barn. The Colonel sent a message to Pongo. "Woof, woof, woof, bow, wow, wow. We need Pongo's help right now." The message passed from dog to dog. Soon Pongo and Lucky heard it. "The Colonel needs our help," said Pongo. The next morning, Pongo and Lucky arrived at the barn. "Isn't that pup too small to help us?" asked the Colonel. "He is not too small to learn about danger," said Pongo. "Let's hurry to the old house." When they got there, Pongo and his friends peeked in the window. They did not see anyone. Lucky tried to peek too, but he was too small. "Maybe the cellar window is still open," said Tibbs. The window was open, and Pongo went in first. The Colonel, Tibbs, and Lucky followed Pongo down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, they stopped at the locked door. Pongo began to dig a hole. He wanted to get under the door. The Colonel and Tibbs watched. Lucky Puppy watched too. The hole grew bigger and bigger, but it was still not big enough for Pongo. "I can get through that hole, Dad," said Lucky. "Good boy," said Pongo. The puppy wriggled under the door. Soon he wriggled out again. "Look at what I found," he cried. Around his neck was a diamond bracelet. In his mouth was a pearl necklace. Lucky Puppy had found the Queen's jewels. "Good work, Lucky," said Pongo. Pongo told Lucky to put the jewels back. "I will go get the police," he said. "As soon as Lucky comes out of the locked room, get away from the house. Horace and Jasper will be back soon." Then Pongo ran all the way to the city. He stopped every dog he saw along the way. "Bring me a policeman," he said. The dogs went to work. A Scotty knocked over a policeman to get his attention. A collie grabbed a motorcycle policeman. A poodle barked at the chief of police. Soon all the dogs and all the policemen in the city were standing around Pongo. Pongo pointed in the direction of the old house. "By George," said the chief, "he wants us to follow him." By this time, Horace and Jasper had come back to the house. They were listening to the fiddler. Suddenly, the fiddler stopped playing. He had heard a strange sound in the cellar. "Go see what it is," he said. Horace and Jasper hurried to the cellar. They saw the Colonel and Tibbs. "A dog," shouted Jasper. "A cat," shouted Horace. "Colonel," said Tibbs, "we can't let them find Lucky Puppy." Tibbs jumped onto Horace's head. He started hissing and spitting, clawing and scratching. Horace ran around and around. "Oh, oh, oh," he screamed. The Colonel jumped on Jasper's chest. Jasper fell down with a crash. "Help, help," he cried. Suddenly, Pongo arrived with the police. "What is going on here?" asked the chief. "Nothing, nothing," said Horace and Jasper. But Pongo pointed to the locked door. The policeman broke down the door. There was Lucky Puppy guarding the Queen's jewels. "By George," said the chief, "he has found the jewels." A policeman put handcuffs on Horace and Jasper. Then the chief checked the jewels. "The pearl necklace is here," he said, "but the emerald tiara is missing." Suddenly, Tibbs remembered the fiddler. He raced up the stairs and sniffed inside the open fiddle case. But the fiddler had heard the police in the cellar. He put his jacket and slammed the fiddle case shut. "Meow, meow," screeched Tibbs from inside the fiddle case. The fiddler began to run. He did not run fast enough. The police heard Tibbs screeching. They caught the fiddler and put handcuffs on him. The policeman led the fiddler, Jasper, and Horace into the police van. "Open the fiddle case," said the chief. There sat Tibbs with something green and shiny on his head. "By George," said the chief, "it's the emerald tiara." The next evening, the whole family was watching the news on television again. Lucky Puppy's happy face appeared on the screen. He was a hero because he had found the Queen's jewels. Good old Lucky Puppy. Well, I hope you have a lot of luck this St. Patrick's Day. Remember to smash the like button down below, subscribe to our channel of Grammy and Grandpa Read, tell all your friends, and watch the playlist for dogs and the playlist for Disney. Have a great day.